I am in need. I am in desperate need of some stakes to tie my trees to, and the little tree protector thingies that go around the trees. Not only have I run out, but my trees are getting too tall for the short stakes, so I need some longer ones as well. So I guess that's where my sawmill comes in. And I've got actually some spare lumber laying around. I can use it for stakes. So now we're going to head up onto the hillside. The trees are growing, so it's time to, and it's spring, so it's time to, well, I guess I don't need these anymore. So it's time to move the protectors up, and so the deer don't get them. Otherwise the deer is going to just annihilate the new growth that comes off of the new little trees. Got some more protectors just in case we need more. Should have, yep, there it is. Here's our stuff to tie the trees on. And under here we have some things for pruning if we need that. I think that's about it. So I got some of these done. But I still got especially some on the lower part. Alright. Well, so we shall begin. You might think from some of my videos that I just like cutting down trees. But that's not necessarily entirely true. Well, I do love cutting trees down. I love my trees. I have a number of big old trees, and those ones I will not cut down simply because, why won't I cut them down? Because I like them, that's why. Because I love those big trees. They've been here way longer than I have. Well, a lot of them have, but I love those big trees, and to me they're special. So I shall leave them. Well, there's something I haven't noticed yet. Look at that. Something nibbled all the way around the base, almost all the way. One little part right there. Wow. Boy, this little guy doesn't have much. I guess we'll see. he survives or not. Boy. Tell you what, everything sure seems to be out to get my little trees. Incense cedar got buried by the grass. Don't really care as much for incense cedars, but it's already growing, so why not help it out? This one's really grown, and this top got kind of caught up in the protector, so it bent over. So we'll have to do what we can to straighten that out. It would straighten itself out naturally at this point, or over the next couple years. But I think I'll tie that up there. And there's the top right there. That's the leader. There we go. That should help it out some. Yeah, we'll just have to keep an eye on this one. Okay, here's an interesting thing. So this one's got the two major leaders. I think I'm leaning, see they both come out equally. There's not really one main one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this guy. This one. He's the longest, and this one's kind of has some of these offshoots and stuff. This guy's kind of looks good. So I'm going to make an executive decision and making an executive incision. And in a couple years, this will be completely straight, and you won't even be able to tell that there was a branch cut off there. At least one to hold the cage on, and I like at least one to hold the stem to the stake, just in case, because the deer will come along and they'll nibble on these little guys, these branches, and I don't want it to pull the leader out. I want the leader to stay in the cage. I think that's all the stakes. Okay, I'll have to grab some more stakes up at the car. Oh my goodness. What in the world? What happened? Look at that. I tell you, man, there are things that just are out to get my little trees. Look at that. What could that have been? Sometimes gray squirrels dig holes like that, but not like that. That might be a skunk, or I don't know. I'll have to cover the hole back up and hope that, look at that, damaged the stem a bit. Oh, look at that. It's barely hanging in there by its roots. My word. Well, good luck, my little friend. One of the things I tried doing to keep the grass from growing up around the base of the trees was putting bark from my firewood. But what I discovered is all it was doing was creating nice little nests for rodents that like to nibble on the trunks. So that, and the grass just seemed to grow up on top of it. So that was a waste of time. The other thing I tried was the sawdust from the mill. I've done that on a number of places, and it seems to be doing better. Well, another one where the critters have chewed on the stems. Goodness. Oh. That's why the bark is no good. Because it encourages those stupid critters. Oh, there's a hole. Sadly, this guy doesn't look very healthy. See, he's not a bright, vibrant green. He's more of a I'm dying green. And he's growing. He's got growth. Yeah, he's got some good buds up here. Really good buds. I think he got munched on. As you can see where the deer munched that. Deer munched the ends of these branches off. Last year's growth is from here to here and whatever till it got munched off. So that'll be our new leader right there. One of the things that you'll notice on this hillside is the incense cedar trees that are seeding themselves. The mother trees are, for whatever reason, the incense cedars, they are prolific seed bearers. And as you can see, like around the larger incense cedars, it's just a small forest of seedling cedars growing. By the time these trees here are old enough to harvest, I'll be 90 years old. I'm 50 now. So harvest time is about 40 years. So quite honestly, I probably will never harvest these. It's not a big deal to me. I'm happy to plant them, happy to watch them grow, happy to see how this hillside field develops into a hillside forest. That's a pretty amazing thing to be able to turn your trees into a usable product. It's just a kind of a neat connection. How fun. Well, I think that's most all of them. Out of the 50 that I planted 3 years ago, we have 35 left, which isn't the best. Well, it's better than nothing. Still, it's not bad. Not good, but not bad. Could be worse. I'm afraid we'll lose at least 10 more at least. Not to be negative, but just the reality of it. So, anyhow, welcome to my forest. Welcome to my forest.